No, not at all. I like to let the world in a little bit on what was happening before the show started. We were in a real roundtable about Bachelor Party, which I don't know how many listeners have heard. You've seen the movie before,
Of course,
right?
of course I've seen
It's
Bachelor
a real... Me and you fall around the same age, Rita, no?
You're a couple of years older, you know?
How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Holy shit!
Time has ravaged me.
How old are you? 30?
I'm 34.
34.
34 years old.
So I wonder if that's probably... I thought that might have been our disconnect then. That's a lot of... Soda the same age.
Yeah.
So me and Soda tend to have something like that. Bachelor Party might be one we both... Like, we passed each other on. The guy saw it. He was a little too young for it. And then by the time he was of age to use Bachelor Party, which is what it is used for, jerking off as a young man.
It should be called Jack Party.
Jack Party. Yeah, it really should. He may have already had something way better to jack to.
Yeah.
That's a big 6 years difference.
Yeah, because, like, around that time, like me being Soda's age... We had like Poison Ivy, like those like really bad.
Sure.
They were on VHS, but it was like I can't remember who was in it. It was where just basically softcore porn.
But I also look at it as like I'm 17 when internet comes out.
Yeah.
You guys are 11.
Yeah.
That's where the big change is. If I had internet, I would have never owned a porn magazine in my life. I would have never jerked off to something that was just bush and booze.
I found porn magazines in my dad's drawer. That's what I jacked to.
Yeah.
And then I got the internet in 93. I think around 95 was when I first started looking for porn on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's when like AOL was paid by the hour.
Yeah, you get your 20 free hours.
Yeah, but I racked up like an $800 bill. And I lost the internet for years.
I got in trouble. I got in trouble for that too, I think. Were you ever taken back or surprised by your dad's porn stash? Did he have anything weird in there? I bring that up for obviously personal reasons. My dad had some odd shit.
My dad had, it was like, what was weird was it was like a free porn magazine. Mm-hmm. It was like a porn magazine I guess you'd find at the front of a porn store or a porn theater, because he wasn't actually paid. It wasn't like Playboy or Hustler or Club or whatever.
Sure.
It was just like porn ads.
Yes. I've seen those walking out of, that's usually walk out of a strip club gift shop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm like jerking off to this. But it's like I'm looking at phone numbers and
that'll
addresses.
work though. But it was like full, like hooch, right? I mean, it was showing the whole thing.
Yeah. Bush.
But no lip though.
No lip, no.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought those magazines always was the full tilt, but it was
not that I can
with
remember.
A phone number underneath it or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all he had.
That's all he had. But then also, like, when I had cable, I would go if you would flip the channels up and down on the porn channel.
Get him for a second.
You get it for a second.
Yeah. Now I just feel bad for your dad not being able to afford any kind of reasonable porn.
Well, he's long dead, Jay. So I mean, he doesn't have access to any pornography.
Not now.
Not even old magazines or porno.
Hell, he wouldn't even know what to do with that.
Or Lobster Tube.
I feel like Lobster Tube would blow his goddamn mind.
He wouldn't be able to fucking function.
He'd say it's too much. These girls are showing butthole. Too much. I found my dad had some skeezy shit. He had some of the ones that were like on a thick stock paper.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not necessary. Not like a thumb through where it just fans itself over. Like real thick card stock. Black Lou, you're nodding your head. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No, I'm just imagining like a splash guard.
That's like old school porn, right? That's like older porn.
You know what? And you know what, Black Lou, that's a funny point you bring up. I wonder if they were made so thick because they could be wiped off. Like... Once you got to these magazines that Christine's got some pulled up here,
Glossies?
like the barely legal, the Glossies thin papers.
Yeah,
those though, you hit a shot on those. That page sucks now.
Yeah,
that page is a problem.
Yeah, it's trashed.
At very least, it looks like a coffee stain where it's like wrinkled, sort of, and shit.
And also, there's like the really cheap porn magazines that was basically newspaper pages.
Oh yeah,
and that's just the fucking jizz just drives through it like acid.
But it really does. My dad sure does.
Falls apart.
It's just hold it up. It's just falling apart in your hands. Too many times on this one.
Lost it. What am I going to jack to now?
I need a new paper. I need a new USA Today.
We'll laminate this thing later.
He had some real thick ones that seemed to be more foreign, but they were full penetration at a time wasn't the norm.
Yeah, people fucking and
it was people actually fucking and a finish up a cum shot, but. Then he also had in the newspaper, there was a magazine made of newspaper paper.
Okay.
And it seemed to be a bunch of ads also.
Yeah.
But like for like swinger type
parties? Or swinger phone lines?
Yeah. But father, I always had a feeling his weirder ones were the third in a 3-pack.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? There's a 3-pack of porn you get for $10.
Yeah, I remember those.
Get rid of them. And the one in the middle was your wild card. I used to, because of my father alone, only imagining that was what happened to him, where he got these weird magazines, is when I'd buy the 3-pack, I would really just try to, like, just finagle the wrapping enough
just
to see in the middle. I don't want to see, it doesn't have to be, tell me what it is. But I want it to be the consistency of, like, a Jugs magazine or, like, a High Society, a Cherie.
Yeah, all right.
I needed it to be or a Velvet, even, of the time. Jacob's nodding his head at all those magazines. You wanted it to be, like, a thick thing. When you saw it was, like, a paper, you're like, I'm about to get... People are going to think I'm into trannies now, because that's what happened with my dad. I saw he had, like, some tranny stuff.
Like a full tranny issue, or just an issue of regular porn with some tranny?
No, a full tranny thing.
Oh, Jesus.
And he had a couple of them. Now, here's the thing. In my mind, I've always wanted to believe, and I sort of do maintain, I know my dad enough.
Okay.
I don't know him very, very well. But I know him enough to think you could see a thing in a guy. I don't see genuine creep in my dad. I don't even mean that in a bad way.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as the let's go
like
a
sexual
above and beyond.
freak.
Yeah.
Do you think he's more vanilla, is what you'd say?
Probably. I mean, I know he liked to fuck chicks. I'm sure of that.
Okay, that's good.
But he didn't like. I don't know. He always had to go. Another wife after my mom. He's on his second wife.
He does very well for himself.
He does fine for himself with puss. And maybe he's into some weird. Maybe he's into some weird shit. But nothing about him strikes me that he's into trannies.
Now, is that the only one you found? The only tranny magazine you found?
No, he had a couple.
Okay, he was really into trannies, then, Jay.
But they were always the same kind of thing. Like he got fucked over, and that was the third in a 3-pack.
But why would he keep it though, Jay?
Therein lies the question that I've asked myself more recently. But why were they still there? When I get a bunk one in a 3-pack, the bunk one goes in the garbage. That's going away.
And your dad was like, I like that dick.
I don't know. Again, it was sort of advertisement. So my concern more is that he wasn't jerking off to pictures of trannies, but was he part of some phone association of people that got together with trannies? I'll never know the answer to that. He'll never... I guess we can always call him and ask him, theoretically. When we take a break, I'll see if my dad will answer the phone and answer for his tranny magazines.
Dad, we're going to do a break on tranny porn.
But here's the thing. My instincts, because I feel terrible about asking him that on the air for some reason, is that I feel like I want to lead him by giving him the out. Okay. Does that make sense? Like I want to
protect your dad.
I want to call him and go, yeah, I always assumed it was this much less weird thing, right?
Now you could say that back to me, right, Dad?
Now
Please,
I'm giving you the option to
for
say
the love of God.
What if my dad just rips on the air? He goes, no, man, chicks with dicks, man. It was the 70s. What are you going to do?
What, you don't get down?
What do you do? Well, I'll tell you can't do coke off a pussy. It always numbs them up.
Now in the tranny porn magazines, were they banging chicks or were there dudes banging the tranny porn?
Again, it was more like
should we be saying tranny? Is that wrong now?
It's fine. It's what are they gonna do? Send a gaggle over here to fight us? If we lose that fight, Black Lou, please film that.
Get up on World Star Media.
Get it up on World Star Media. Just trannies.
Does World Star have a live streaming app like Instagram? Because they fucking should.
You know what it is? I don't balk at the word tranny. I don't get nervous about it because it's come at me both angles. I've heard transgender people have walked out of a show of mine on my joke, which is ridiculous because the joke is wildly pro-transgender.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But just hearing the word makes them walk out. And then we also have Tranny Jamie. We have tranny fans of this show that are diehard fans of this show that we love. Yeah. So it's it's never said with any ill intent. But are you not supposed to say it? I couldn't guess why.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's modern day slur. What do I know? It's
too close to. Here's my problem with it. And I say this on stage. Spoiler alert, everybody! If you're seeing me this weekend,
I'm gonna walk out the room.
It's too close to the actual word. Do you know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah.
It's like. If you were told you can't use the N-word because you're supposed to be calling black people niggaminos or something, like you'd be like, "Come on, man! Like that's you're really splitting hairs here, man."
Negro.
That's way off, everybody.
You're like because you're not supposed to say Negro either. You know what I mean? Like that's the point. So it's that's why I think it's a ridiculous argument. You know what I mean? It's why I'm weirded out when people get so upset with Jew as a Jewish.
Is that bad?
Some Jewish people will say, I guess again.
I guess it said the
it's
way
context,
you said it.
Exactly.
Like that fucking Jew. And I can say it because I'm 20% Ashkenazi Jew. I found that out.
Hell yeah.
I'm part of the tribe.
That was probably a pretty big deal for you.
Oh, got huge. It was that and it was also like gypsy. So I got that going.
He started wearing button-down shirts instead and grew a gypsy's mustache.
It's a great mustache.
I'll be doing 3-card Monty in the subway if anyone needs me. Man, these magazines are so... I'll tell you what I used to also slap it around to was if you sent away like a penny or $1 to something that was in the back of a porn magazine, they say they send you a free video, but the video is just trailers for other porns.
But you can still jack that, though, because yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, it's almost the way I jerk off now. I watch the first minute of a scene, jump right to the middle, and then jump right to the finish-up shot. Immediately. I don't know why I keep saying finish-up shot. The cum shot.
It's a finish-up shot.
That's where I'm drawing my line today. I'm not going to say cum. Come on, there's people listening.
Too much, Jay.
I still kind of go like that. And that's what the trailers were. The trailers are like introduction to the scene, middle of fucking, cum shot. I
don't even bother with the cum shot. I don't need to see the cum shot. For
really?
Myself to cum. Yeah.
Oh my God. I try to time it.
Really? I can't
every
do that.
time.
I'm too lazy to fucking try to time my own jizz.
I'm 50 videos in by that point, though. It doesn't even matter.
I've been edging for so long.
I may have even gone backwards to another cum shot that I saw earlier that I'm like, that's the cum shot I should have finished to 25 minutes ago, perhaps.
I should have just claimed then. Fuck.
Were you a magazines guy, Jacob?
No, I had we had cable, so I was into Cinemax before it became...
Big man with the cable subscriptions.
All right,
before they made movies for the...
Before it became cool.
Just throw it in our face, Jay.
No, but they used to have all the I just realized the guy we were just talking about, Bachelor Party, Nick the Dick, Brett Clark.
Nick Foles?
He's in 3 of my favorite half soft porns.
Really?
Well, there's Bachelor Party.
You IMDb'd Nick the Dick?
Malibu Express. No, I knew this. And Malibu Express, he played Shane the Butler. And then Young Lady Chatterley 2, he played Thomas the Gardener.
They went pretty... There was a Skinamax movie when I was younger I saw that was... I think it was a fairy tale. I want to say Cinderella, but her thing was she had a snapping pussy. Anyone remember that at all?
No, I don't remember this
Am I making it up?
A snapping pussy.
Sometimes I feel like I made things up from my childhood.
I'm sure you have.
But then again, someone did show me.
And this girl, you know her from the girl he has sex with in...
the girl he makes sex with?
Malibu Express. I think she's in Weird Science.
Is it the Weird Science girl?
Yeah, that's one of the girlfriends
like the
of Wyatt
made-up sex robot?
That's one of the girlfriends from Weird Science?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yes.
Not the USA TV show.
No, that's not her.
Hold on.
That's not her. I want to believe you. That girl was my favorite when I was younger. No, it wasn't Hillary or... What was the other one's name?
Deb and Hillary.
Deb and Hilly. That's right.
Oh, this is pretty hardcore. He's going down.
That's definitely not her.
Maybe it is. Maybe she's just grown up here.
There's no way that's her. I want it to be her, Jacob.
Yeah, me too. I want it.
I do.
Lorraine Michaels.
What was your... You were a magazines guy, Lou? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I
Get with
still
me in the 40s.
I still have them.
Wrong.
You got a collection still?
Yeah, I have like old Playboys, just in case.
Really?
I don't know why I still have them.
Playboys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you're vanilla enough to jack to a Playboy.
Yeah.
I couldn't jack to a Playboy.
I couldn't
Then
either.
or now.
It's not... Never?
I don't think I ever did.
I don't think I still could, but yeah, those were the days, baby.
But the
I was
first...
wrong.
You were wrong. There's no way that's her. Yeah, no. Come on. I got a good eye for that. I got a real
Celebrity
good eye for
skin,
that.
Jay loves.
I feel like I would have. Yeah, I feel like that would have been a thing. I know the '80s chicks who did something naked. I have a pretty good working knowledge of that. Yeah, I
She
think
has
so.
a funny line at the end of the scene.
Yeah?
Did you ever find your parents' porn?
No.
Never, ever. Lou, I know your parents had to have some kind of weird shit going on.
No, we were the weird ones. We just had it in a closet.
You and your brother shared?
No, that's gay.
No, now I feel like you made it gay. Now I'm worried. Did you guys used to jerk off in bunk beds?
I was the king of it. I was the king of it, and then they stole mine, and I could tell if they had stolen it. Like, the pages were all different.
You knew where your drips were?
This doesn't smell like me anymore.
Hey, a second. That part of the page wasn't dark earlier today. Why is the paper so dark?
Ruined it.
Why'd you avoid the question if you and your brother ever jerked off in bunk beds?
It's not a problem.
No, I couldn't do that.
But how would you know?
It's not sexy, Jack.
I jerked off in tour bus bunks so many times. Almost nonstop.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I go to prison, and there's a good chance I do, I would have no problem masturbating in the fucking cell with another dude there.
Well, you'd get there, I feel like. Yeah. I don't think you come day one doing that.
The first night, I wouldn't have a problem masturbating.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
You're not afraid to fight a guy for that? Because what if the guy doesn't like that?
No, but I'll be like, hey, man, if he wants to fight me for it, I'll be like, hey, man, you can jerk off too. I don't mind.
I don't know if that's going to make him...
in this fucking prison for the both of us to fucking come.
Now I'm worried he's going to kiss you more than fight you. Why don't we just do each other then, since we're sitting here?
What a fucking
That's
romance.
Too far.
First night, would you get it out of the way if your cellmate, one guy though, goes, you could jerk off all you want, but you have to fight me once. Ugh. Do you fight him out of the gates?
I probably have to fight him because I'm gonna have to. Look, fucking prison. As far as I know, there's a lot of downtime.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, you're in a fucking room with this dude, so I fight him once.
How many cars do they have you're making these many license plates for?
I fight the guy once, then I masturbate as much as I want. Yeah.
That's it, you take one.
But otherwise, what? Then the guy's gonna try to fight me every time I jerk off? It's fucking terrible, dude.
And that becomes the only way you can come then? You have to have a fight with another man.
Finally get out. Look, I'm not gonna be able to come unless you punch me in the throat.
Oh, wait. Aaron in Connecticut found his dad's porn at 12. Oh, I hope it's tranny porn. I hope it's not just my weird dad. Aaron, you there?
I'm here.
You're on the bonfire with me and Chris Stanley.
Excellent. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't tranny porn. I didn't get into that until a couple of years later.
Sweet.
But I thought you'd appreciate the variety. It was 3 VHS tapes. Tommy Lee, Pam Anderson. Classic.
Ooh, that's a great one.
I remember that one.
Big Dicks, Small Chicks.
Also a keyword search I'm fond of.
And the last one, which was my favorite, it was a spoof on The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman.
But probably not filmed quite as good.
Better, actually.
It was incredible. But the weirdest part was when I found it, my sister and I watched it together.
Hot.
That is weird. You were 12. How old was she?
She's 6 years older.
So then definitely weirder for her. I thought you were going to say 12, 13, 12, 11, something like that. And then I go, well, I get it. No one's looking at it from a sexual perspective.
So much better.
But she was for sure.
I like this story a lot more now that she was older.
Yeah, really? I want her to answer for this. What was her thoughts?
Have her call in.
Was she weird?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about it after that. I can't remember how it ended.
Oh, he blacked it out.
I believe he stops the wedding. And
they get on a bus.
They get on a bus.
But the bus is actually a gangbang in this.
It's The Graduate, dude. You don't know how it ends.
And they got Paul Simon to do the soundtrack for that too. That's fucking crazy. This budget was huge.
That's when he was available.
Yeah.
It's over now. He's done. He's wrapping it all up.
I'll do some spoof work.
She didn't speak about it. So she was 18.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Were you guys laughing at it?
Yeah, I remember it was very quiet, and we both thought it was very strange. I think we turned it off probably about halfway through.
Wow. You missed a great ending.
Yeah, right? And then... my future.
Although there is something, though. If you stop before you're watching cum shots with your sister, it does seem to make it less bad.
I like it.
I don't remember a cum shot. I remember an awkward pussy eating scene.
Yeah, I guess that would be weird. Yeah, because then she's probably thinking that's the first time you're seeing a naked girl. Probably in her mind, that could be the case.
No, they definitely knew I had a problem. I had my computer taken away 3 or 4 times. They would take the internet cord away all the time.
You're masturbating too much. You're taking his computer away.
They took the Ethernet cord away. That's a great thing for someone to be yelling at you while they're coiling it up around like they're putting away a fucking
12-foot.
Putting away a fucking garden hose.
Once this thing's coiled up,
it's over for you. Back to smacking at the thoughts.
The problem that you're looking at it just could cause some problems for you sexually when you're older. like getting aroused, which he wasn't wrong about. But
well, yeah, as we're all sitting here telling you that I would be just yanking taffy if you put a Playboy magazine in front of me.
It'd be sad and depressing.
I have to put some real. Oh, we just found it. The Graduate XXX. Look at that. Oh man, Dustin Hoffman's got a nice pig on him, huh? What? Thanks for the call, Aaron. I appreciate it. That's a lot to think. Crackle, dude. That's a lot to process with your sister. Although I watch porn with buddies a lot.
Still?
No.
Okay.
No, I stopped. I learned my lesson a few years ago.
In college, I put porn on. And a fucking bunch of dudes watch porn. It's fucking. I don't know why I did that at the time. I have no idea. Like, hey, check this out. Isn't it hot? Ugh, it's fucking shitty.
Yeah, I used to come home from school with friends sometimes, and we would just thumb through porn magazines my friend gave me.
You guys just each have a magazine?
Like that was our homework. Yeah. Study group, everybody.
DP today.
Oh, hey guys, look at this one here. Look at that, huh?
Circle that for me.
Who knew? This probably. Do me a favor, mark that page for me. Thank you.
Put that in the overhead projector.
we were cataloging. I had a buddy, man. My buddy Frank used to go. I was almost worried about what he was able to do. It was great to borrow them, but he made porn VHS tapes,
like compilations.
But he made his own compilations.
Like he videotaped himself?
No.
Right.
No, it was of porn.
Okay.
This is like a real...
So he made best of tapes of porn he liked.
That's crazy, though. That's so much effort.
Well, now I can make a playlist on fucking Pornhub.
Yeah, but that's like a double VHS.
Can you make a playlist on Pornhub? Is that a thing?
Pretty sure. It's like YouTube, isn't it?
I don't know, but that would be awesome. What am I in for? Some light ebony anal, into some crackhead porn. The crackhead porn is unjerkable.
What's a crackhead porn? I don't even know what this is.
Oh.
And I watched a lot of porn.
Oh.
Is it just straight up crackheads?
Hang on, Raul tells me I'm not wrong. Raul in Texas. There's a Cinderella porn with a snapping pussy?
It wasn't snapping, it was tight. That's what it was. Because at the very end, it was like the whole thing about the glass slipper.
Yeah.
And that the prince tried fucked her right in front of everybody to make sure that it was the perfect fit, like the glass slipper.
But
I remember that because that was the first time I saw Bush ever.
Yeah.
Softcore doesn't really show it. This one did because it was part of Swedish erotica.
Okay, so it is. That's what my question was going to be. This is like Skinamax. This was softcore, technically.
Yes, and you can actually find it on XNXX. I found it there.
Let's go to Lobster Tube.
Lobster Tube doesn't always have everything, by the way. If you get too specific, it might not have it. If you're looking for a person, it could not be there. Raul, thank you for letting me know I'm not crazy.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, that was a big one. The snapping puss. I saw it. I remember trying to think if I could jerk off. I didn't end up pulling it off, but I was, no pun intended.
Nah.
At my mom's friend's house, like they were hanging out and doing whatever, I was bullshitting.
Yeah.
It was like, go upstairs and watch TV, and she had cable, which very foreign to me as a child. Mm-hmm. And I was very excited to go through a channel, and that came on, and I remember being like, it's one of those you keep looking at the door and the steps and being like, I don't know.
Well, that's the exciting part.
I don't know if I have time now.
That's the fucking exciting part. I used to when I lived with my mom,
yeah.
I would masturbate all the time, obviously. And like I would hear her coming in like downstairs in the courtyard because I lived in an apartment building. I'd hear her keys jingle, and if I was masturbating, I'm like, how long do I have to fucking come? And then
from keys jingling,
that
wasn't an immediate pull the pants up.
No. I was like, all right, I'm jacking. How I think I can come, and then once I would do that, and sometimes it would work, but once I ejaculated as she was walking through the front door, and that was a very disturbing thing.
She saw the spurt. She saw the.
I don't know if she saw anything, but she put her head down. But it came, and I just felt cum.
Never spoken about.
Running down my leg.
It was never spoken about.
Never spoken about. No.
Holy shit, that is awkward. I think we should take our first break here because Chris, I gotta say, every time you come in here, buddy,
yeah, phone
lines go off the hook with people who want to talk about whatever thing we've wandered into, and I'm very happy to talk about this.
It's a very sad, disturbing story, Jack.
That's a very sad, disturbing story. We're going to go think about it. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of my dad and ask him about his tranny porn. We'll be right back. We'll take some of these calls when we get back. Sounds like a good idea. We're hanging out with Chris Stanley. You can hear him on Bennington weekdays, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And check out High Society Radio on the Gas Digital Network. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.